Okay, now what we have to do is we have to be inside the sheet and we're going to add the extension that's called a Flubaroo. And Flubaroo actually grades your sheets for you. All right. So at this point right here, notice at the top we have our form here. We're now in our sheet, which are our responses, and we go to add-ons and we say get add-ons. At this point right here, we're looking for an add-on called Flubaroo. So it's Flubaroo. There it is. It's free. We just simply add that. And what it does when you add any extensions is we have to be sure we're adding it to our Reigns account. And then also, we have to give it permission. So we're giving it permission to do all the things that the Flubaroo will do. One thing it'll do is every time a student answers this, you can get an email. So this is good if you place forms on your websites or something, and then you actually want the kids to answer them at any time. It's always good to have there. So here's our little newcomer here. Good luck using Flubaroo. There's some sample students. It tells you everything that you might need to do, and so we're good there. All right. So now, when we go into our Flubaroo here, we can grade the assignment, we can edit some tips, we can advance, and we can talk about it. We're going to grade an assignment. All right. So now when you're grading an assignment, you may have to have more than one submission because one of your submission is going to be based upon the correct answer, which is always yours, and the next submission is going to be based upon what am I going to grade those answers from. So when you get this little warning right here, it's no big deal. All you have to do is click OK, and you have to wait for other people to answer the questions. Okay, so I'm going to pop back into the form now, and I'm going to go back up here to the top, and I'm going to preview it again. And this time I'm going to say I am John Smith. Oh, can I type this morning? And I'm going to answer these. All right, and I'm going to submit. All right, now, do you all agree that I have two submissions? I'll go back into my deal here, my sheet, sorry, and I have the first submission that the student name is blank. All right, and then I have John Smith. So I now can go in and tell Flubaroo I want to grade this. All right, so what I do at this point, remember where my extensions are. The extensions are always under add-ons. So I go to add-ons, I go to Flubaroo, and I want to grade the assignment. Now at this point, I will have options of what I'm going to do. Okay, so it's loading all my questions, and I get to choose the points that I want to assign to each question. All right, so identifies the student. That's usually grayed out. One of those is going to be some identifying factor, and so we leave those out. All right, so I'm looking here. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, if I want each one of these to 50 points, I think 10 is the max we can do. I'm going to change all these to 10 because they're all going to weigh the same. And so basically when I get this is going to be maybe, if we deal, I know in Texas sometimes we have to deal with our grade books always adding up to 100%. So you might have 2 or 3 different exit tickets is one way to call them, or check for understanding, and add those up to maybe 2 of them would be 100%. And then as you get the grades, then you can populate that into a daily grade. Remember, once this is creation, this is zero work on you. The computer does it all. So it's really, really nice to have. So I'm giving each question 10 points, and I'll continue on. Then at this next screen, I'm going to have to choose which submission I'm going to grade from. Well, you always have a timestamp and you always have the student name or how you're identifying that. Well, I know this first one was mine because I didn't put anything, and I know those are the correct answers. So at this point right here, I'm going to grade by that one, and I'm going to continue. And then here it automatically is grading the assignment. Okay, a new worksheet called Grades has been created. The worksheet contains a grade for each submission. All right, so now if we look down here at the bottom, we see the submission. We see John Smith made a 50%. And what did he do? He missed the first one and he missed the second one, but he got the last 2 right. All right, so when I look over here, I still have my student submissions and I still have my grades. Perfect. Pretty easy, right? And now I still have all of my information up here at the top. All right, next video, we're going to take a few more tests, and regrade the assignment.